la presencia comandante Che Guevara.
Welcome to this first Grupkata International Open Conference on Recent Advances in Interdisciplinary Humanities. This is Benjamin Valdivia from the Guanajuato University in Mexico. My participation today is about Latin America, vision and songs and poetry of the future. As we know, in every country in the world, there are expressions of protest. This is a normal way to fight for power inside the societies. In the part of the world known as Latin America, it is from the Mexican north border to the south of the continent, Latin America. These expressions of protest are like a way of being, because in the history of Latin America, we have only a future, not a past. This is a thing some philosophers have said, because in Latin America, the past, the historical past, is like never really owned by the several countries of Latin America because of the colonial oppression. For example, Mexico was a conqueror country with the Spaniards, so the Spaniards imposed the culture, the language, the religion, the institutions, the law, and everything. So the Mexican country lost its identity, and then with the independence of Mexico from the empire, it was like an opportunity to search for an identity. But the interventions from the United States and from France and other pressures on the Mexican political power and the culture, they have now lost the opportunity to find the identity, the searched identity. In this connection, songs and poetry in Latin America have a very strong trend of revolutionary forms, searching for an identity, fighting for a future. And in this way, from the 19th century in Latin America, the songs and poetry have a very close union with the politics. The poems of great authors like the Cuban José Martí, for example, have been as a lyrics for the popular music, like we can see in this song, very popular song, Guantanamera. Other Latin American revolutionary movements also created their proper songs, and they had too their own poets in the 70s, in the past century, to recover the folkloric music in South America as a form of resistance. If this music from the past were a salvation from the to the present in such a way that being a folklorist in music in those years were like a political position of revolutionary thinking and an avant-garde in politics. Beside the folkloric music, there were other poets and singers openly revolutionary. As examples, there is Victor Jara from Chile. He was a very, very strong composer. Was killed by the military in Chile. Some of his compositions were like hymns for movements in a lot of countries.
Líbranos de aquel que nos domina en la miseria. Tráenos tu reino de justicia e igualdad.
Another example is Carlos Mejía Godoy from Nicaragua. He has the same religious ascendancy like other singers. He has the Catholic Mass in popular and traditional compositions.
Pero ¿dónde está? Su madre está preguntando, nadie le responderá. La tumba del guerrillero, ¿dónde está? El pueblo está preguntando, algún día lo sabrá. La tumba del guerrillero, ¿dónde está? Su madre está preguntando, nadie le responderá. La tumba del guerrillero, ¿dónde está? El pueblo está preguntando, algún día lo sabrá.
Another example is Silvio Rodriguez, a very popular Cuban singer from the movement of Nueva Trova, the new way to sing. Is a single singer with a guitar. This is the trova.
La era está pariendo un corazón, no puede más, se muere de dolor y hay que acudir corriendo pues se cae el porvenir.
In Latin America, we have not only singers like those I have mentioned, but in the poetry, we have major poets with a very strong compromise with the revolutionary thinking. Especially, we can mention the Nobel Prize Chilean poet Pablo Neruda and the major poet Mario Benedetti from Uruguay, who spent the last years of his life in Spain. These great poets are the fathers of revolutionary poetry, contemporary in Latin America. But we have also guerrilla poets. The guerrilla poets were people with the guns and with the words, like Roque Dalton from El Salvador, the Farabundo Martí Revolutionary Party, and Otto René Castillo from guerrilla in Guatemala. This is a couple of examples of this participation in direct in political fights and also in poetry. But in the songs and the poetry and in the vision of Latin America revolutionary thinking, the highest icon and hero of the revolution in the second half of the 20th century is the Argentinian Ernesto Che Guevara, known as Che. Che is popular gentilism from Buenos Aires people. And Che Guevara, this symbol for a lot of poets and the motive for a lot of songs in these revolutionary tendencies. For example, in my anthology about Che Guevara figure, more than 50 poets of the first line in Latin America and in the Spanish language, as Rafael Alberti from Spain and Leon Felipe from Spain too, the Cuban José Lezama Lima, Mexicans as Efraín Huerta and Carlos Pellicer, or Chilean poet Enrique Lin, and a lot of great names in the Spanish language poetry. Even a poet in Mexico, Jesús Arellano, used the first computer printing to create a poem whose shape is the effigy of Che Guevara. So we have Che Guevara as the motive and the topic of contemporary poetry in the revolution of Latin America. I want to close this short intervention with the reading of two small poems, a small poem and a fragment on the Che Guevara icon topic. The first is by Hugo de Sanctis, Argentinian poet, and the poem says, "Liberty goes so deep inside the chest of Latin America that the bullet they drive into the chest of a hero, thinking he was going to die, has become a root in the soil of us all." The other example is by Cuban poet Nicolás Guillén. He was a friend of Che Guevara, and the fragment we are about to read is from the poem Comandant Che Guevara, my friend. Commandant Che Guevara, my friend, you are everywhere, in the native people made of dreams and copper, and in the black people mixed up, forming a 40 crowd, and in the workers of oil and nitrate, and in the terrible helplessness of the banana, and in the great pampas of the leathers, and in the sugar, in the salt, and in the coffee trees, you movable statue of your blood as they knocked you down, alive as they did not want you, Che Commandant, my friend. As we can notice, in Latin America, we have a vision of the future with this expression in songs and poetry on the possibilities of a revolutionary way of life and a better life than the past, the historical past, and better than the present. So this kind of saying and singing is a very, very deep tendency, very deep trend in Latin America. And this was my purpose to share with you some insights about this. Thank you for listening.
La presencia, comandante Che Guevara.